Let me show you how I do positive EV betting or EV plus. When it comes to this right here, I look at a few things as far as understanding like the bet lines and structure everything. And what I'm looking for is consistency. Like I'm leveraging Pinnacle. I'm looking at Pinnacle to see how their lines are moving, and then if it's a bigger bet, like a 1 unit bet, I look at like the rest of the bookies and see how they're doing too as well as far as the stats. And I can actually, obviously I'm going to show you in this video. Now everyone's bankroll is going to be different, so think about it as for this example, will be every video that I make will be like, let's see, like $1,000 bankroll, just to be beginner friendly and in the middle right there. You can, whatever your bankroll is, you obviously would have to do it on your end, but it's easier as far as me creating the content and showing you like different ideas. I'll be placing the bets actually on my phone as I go along here, just to give you an idea as I'm doing everything. So we're going to come over here. I'm using the tool that I'm using is called Outlier, and that's going to be down below in the description if you want to use my affiliate link as I'm sharing this with you. I get a little bit of a kickback from that, but also too, it helps me create more content on here because I know that you guys are using the tool, but also just following along, right? It helps me. So I'm gonna come over here into saved, and I'm gonna come over here and look at Pinnacle last 7 days. You're gonna see how I have everything right here. The D-Vig book. So the D-Vig book is Pinnacle, multiplication, Kelly multiplier quarter, EV at least 0.9%, Kelly up to 100%, No-Vig odds. So from minus 800 to plus 200. Bet types is game lines, and I have one for player props, the same exact thing right here, but player props, and it goes from this week, so 7 days. And then the books that I'll be using, depending in your area, right? So everyone's gonna be different when it comes to the different books in the area. I have a few of them, and I recommend you get as many books as you can in your area. Like I have Caesars, I have Circa, I'm in Vegas too, by the way. I have BetMGM, I have STN William Hill, and then I'm trying to think what was another one. And that's pretty much it. But mainly I focus just on those 5 right there. But I'm trying to think what's another one. There's a few other ones that I still need to sign up for. I think when it comes to that, just everyone's going to be different when it comes to this. So your bookie, let's say, because I was in California at one point, I was using a lot of Fliff. I was doing some underdog stuff, prize picks, and which is pretty cool. And so everyone's gonna be different depending on the state. So keep that in mind. You use your bookies to your advantage, but the goal is to get the best pricing, the best odds on your end. So we hit that. See that right there? Boom. Now we got some good stuff over here. Now mainly what I look for, I'm looking for more of the favorites. So right here I'm looking already. So the San Francisco and the Los Angeles Rams. I'm seeing this right here. So if the Kelly, so you can see this right here. So we'll be doing, if it's $1,000 bankroll, we're going to be doing a $7 bet right now. Just doing that for this reason, so make it easy and simple for any of the beginners out there to try to understand this. I'm going to go ahead and hit this little down tab, and what this is going to do, what I'm looking at right here too, by the way. So plus 30, you can see that, right? Plus 130, plus this is more of, it's not favored to win, right? But this right here, like I'm looking at this, may be a good one. I'll check out this one, but this one right here caught my attention. This one's actually today. So like, for example, let's go ahead and look at this one today. Now you're seeing that if we look at Pinnacle's the main one right here, right? The odds on the over, it's favored to go over this if we look at this. And then if you look at the other bookies, you're going to see that there's like a price discrepancy here. So they seem, by looking at this, they seem like they don't know what's going on, or it's like a 50-50. But with Pinnacle, because Pinnacle is, they don't limit anybody at Pinnacle. They let anybody play over there. But they give, obviously you can see like the max is 4K here. Now with like certain sports bookies, if you're winning and beating them consistently, right, they don't like that, so they'll limit you as far as what you can bet on and what you can't bet on. Pinnacle don't do that. So it's just, they want all the sharp bookies over there. So with Pinnacle, if it's, pushing more towards the over, right, which is minus 112, when they're doing that right there, that is a good sign, right? But also too, it's a plus 100. Now, one thing I like to look at is this little tab right here. This is a really cool feature. So we're looking at the odds moving, the odds movement, and then you can obviously compare to add a few different bookies into here if you want to see. The more information, the better, right? Of course, but you can see like a lot of the Movado's like crazy all over the place. But let's, instead of having it all over the place like this, let's go ahead and just pick these few, but it looks like, from my understanding, if we see, let's take out these right here. Let's say the BetMGM is giving us the best odds. It seems like it dropped, then it's dropped again. So most likely someone like placed a bet and put another bet in there and then it's dropping again, but it's still consistently like keeping that, it's dropping lower and keeping at that level, which is a good sign, right? So it's not all over the place. So something like this right here, for example, I would come in here, you would, so 0.9%. So you would come in there and then you would do your bet of, let's say $7. So it's $7. So just round it up. So you can either do $6 or $7, or if you want to do 10, you can do 10. It's up to you. But from looking at the stat right here, you want to just do a $6 bet. And plus, because we're comparing the odds, we're getting it over here at BetMGM at a plus 100, and then you're getting it over here on. So we're comparing it to Pinnacle, and you look at the other bookies in your area. BetMGM is the best spot to get your money's worth for that bet. So I would come into the app, come into, what is it, the New York Mets versus Marlins. Where is that at? So I'm looking into the app right here, and that is what, 4:10 p.m. So I pass it up. 4:10 p.m. It should be right here. All right, boom, got it. So over 8.5. So it's the total. If you're unaware of this too, this is the total point. So the total is going to be over 8.5, right? Which is, you would come in and then, you do your bet, place the bet, and boom, we lock that in. And then I hit that little plus, add that pick. And what you usually do, so sometimes like in the mornings, like for baseball, or even when we're closer to the games, you can come in here and check this out and see what's going on. Another one too, you just look at this too. So like you can see like the lines are moving here, but it seems like the line is moving more towards, okay, look at this, is a good one too. So you're seeing this. It seems like the line's moving closer and closer because it's saying to go with the money line with EMU. You're seeing that, right? But if you look at this right here, it's still favored for CMU to actually win the first quarter compared to the other bookies. But when people bet, so the line's pushing the other way too as well. So this may be not a bad idea, and you would do like $11 to this one. But let's go over here to this one here I was looking at. Here's another one right here. So this is minus 110, and it seems like they have this pretty even. This is something that's what I'm talking about right here. They have this, the line's pretty even. So over here on Caesars, it's pretty even. And what we're looking at when we pull this up, it's dropped down here. You're looking, so 117, and it's staying around there. So the E, so it's minus 110. So we're getting like a 16-cent difference. So minus 110 to minus 126 on Pinnacle. Now you can look at the other ones because you get an idea, because it's the lines there's not enough information there. If you want to look at this, it seems like it dropped down, but then it came back up, but it's staying pretty consistent. Now, if you're looking at consistency, this one right here, you can obviously, and you're looking at the other odds, right? It's favored to go under this. So this is the San Francisco 49ers versus, I think it's is it the Rams or the Chargers? And this is, what time is this one at? So this is that's next Thursday, huh? So a little bit of a ways ahead. Yes, against the Rams. So they have the lines out. So it's still a little bit of a way. So if you want, we can go ahead and go over that. Now, this one right here, let's look at the next one right here. So we got some more today. Now we have some lines pushing over here. This is Fever and Las Vegas Aces, and this is the WNBA. So let's go ahead and see WNBA, see what we got going on. So they have a plus, so the spread plus 4.5, right? And it's looking to be favored, and it's going that direction. We got like almost a 19-point difference in Pinnacle to MGM. So it seems like it's pushing. Let's see what's going on. And it's, yeah, so closer to game time. So look at this. So closer to game time, it looks like it's trending down. So it goes up a little bit, but then it just keeps pushing down. So this one right here, like for example, this one right here would be a good bet. Okay, so you would come in, I would take the Fever plus, so Indiana Fever plus 4.5 at minus 15. And then you come in and then you place a $6 bet because you're looking at that Kelly right here, which is this one. All right, then you hit that one. So we're looking at consistency, and we want the lines to shoot down. That's what we're looking at, to put it into more simpler words. And then I'll just literally just keep coming down this right here and seeing what else is coming down this whole thing to see what else we got. But mainly I'm looking at a lot of what's today. So I have another one over here where I have just today only, and I filtered it. It's the same one. Instead of the 7 days, because let's say your bankroll, like you want to get ahead as much as possible. If you see something in there the next 7 days, you want to get that in. So if you have something for Sunday football, let's say NFL on Sunday, you want to make sure you get some of those bets ahead of time. But you obviously, the more data, the better. That's with anything. But this is like as of today, the next 24 hours. If we come in here and you want to maximize your bets for the daily, you're going to be looking at the next 24 hours, right? That's the main goal here. So if you see here, like we have something for Saturday, we have some stuff for Saturday here. But look at even the Indiana winning today. You can have this whole bet line. So let me see right here, under total points right here. See what we got. This one looks like an interesting one. I'm just looking at the lines because I'm looking for some consistency here. This might be a good one too. But let's go ahead, since we're on the WNBA, let's go back in here, pop this down. You can see that Pinnacle's at minus 128. We get it at Caesars at minus 110. Now let's look at this. So I'm not sure what the heck happened here, but it looks like, let's put some other, seems like it's pushing down, but also it looks like it's not to where I want. I'm not sure what that is right there. Oh, it shot up right there. It might be just a little glitch, but it seems like they're pushing it down as of today. We're getting closer and closer. So something like this, you can see it's going down, right? And it's dropping down pretty consistently. This would be a one to go in on. We were showing signs of it going down, and if you don't feel comfortable doing something like this, but you're looking at it, I think it's maybe the line has over. Let me see. We're looking at the first half, Linux versus Mercury, first half over. So the line has pushed up a little bit over here on my end. I'm looking at it. What is that? Let me see. 1 second. The lines on the other bookies, so on BetMGM, it's 81.5. And then let's see over here it's 81 point. So you can see like on other bookies, they have the line a little bit different. So if you see it on other bookies and you got a little bit of like it's favored in your odds to hit at over 81. So let's go ahead and do that. And then even on the other sports bookies, it seems like it's pushing to as well, if you look at that. So just looking at the consistency, and you're seeing that right here, it's going, as we get into it, it's dropping down. It looks like it went back up. I shot back up real fast. So I'm going to say no on this one. Like it, but no. All right, so let's come up here. Let's see what else we got here. We got that one already, right? This one's favorite to go. This is still going. Under. Check this out. Oh, this one looks like a decent one. Under 13 point. This is for the morning too. So this is for MGM for the morning. So this one right here, you would take the under first quarter points under 13.5. You'd grab that. Got the sneeze. And you can also too, if you want to go a little bit more into detail, you come over here into the actual outlier information. It'll break it all down for you, right? So you can see everything here, which is pretty cool. So you can go into a little bit more detail, but we're just looking at this spot over here, and it will tell you like the names of the actual teams and stuff like that. So if you're a little confused, because sometimes I'll be searching for certain teams and I can't find it. It's a little frustrating, or they just don't pop up at all. Or you can, and then the next thing you would do is just, and I'm talking about the actual bookies itself. It's like, it doesn't pop up. So you would go to tomorrow, so it's 9:45. You can also just go by the time, look at the 9:45 time, and then try to find that actual time of the game starting. So it'd be like Utah State versus Vanderbilt. And then first quarter, you're looking to go with the under, right? And you always want to make sure that you're matching it up. So I get it at BetMGM at minus 105. So that would be, so you're looking at your Kelly. That would be a $4 bet, that, right? And then you just hit your little ad right there. Okay, boom, boom. And that's locked in. So you can see what I'm doing now. Let's go ahead and go. So money line right here. I'm actually liking this one too, because this seems like the bookies don't know. Like, they're looking at certain people are betting like, ooh. See something like this too. It's like pushing down, right? It can happen, right? Anything can happen. But the thing is, let's see, like you can see it's going up and then it just starts to shoot down. They're pushing it pretty hard. So this would be probably another good one. Now you're looking at this right here. Let me go back. You're looking at this, you're seeing like the odds compared to everything else right now. If you look at the live, it's at 1 plus 137 compared to MGM at plus 150. So a 13-point difference. And it seems like it's pushing down, but like when you look at like something like this one, like you're looking at it, right? It seems like it's pushing down too, but it's pushing down pretty good. It's getting the plus 100 pretty even on each side when you look at this. So maybe closer and closer. So you got what is that, 22-point difference? That's a big difference compared to the rest of the lines, right? So when it gets closer and closer to game time, this is the closing line, right? It's probably going to go closer to plus 100. So when you look at something like this, may be a good idea because you're looking at the stats and you're looking at the bookies, right? You're not trying to compete with these bookies. They know what they're doing with the algorithms. But you look at this stuff, this would be a good idea looking at this. And you can see all the other bookies are pushing down too. So when you see all the bookies doing that, and so there's something, they know something is going on, but look at BetMGM, it's stuck up there, which is not a bad idea to place a bet on that one. So just because we're talking about it and we're doing this, we're just going to go ahead and check this out. What is this one? A 10 a.m. game? Saturday. Let's go ahead and lock that one in. Of course, my other bet is going, but it's loading. It's loading. It's taking a little bit of time. All right, no, I'm going to be making more of these videos too as well, more of like on the go. If I see something like daily, I may jump on again a little bit closer to game time, start recording my screen and seeing what bets we can get in as we're doing this to give you the idea. And then obviously the goal is to help you win too as well. So if you get any of these and you're seeing like anything close as to any of the odds that I'm sharing with you, your goal is to get the best odds with this. If you want the best odds with what I'm betting with right here to make it make sense for you, right? We're trying to win, and anything can happen too, by the way. But like looking at these and looking at the different ideas is the different bet lines and stuff like that. You can see what we do and see if there's any mismatches or the bookies are way off and we want to capitalize on that to make money. That's the main goal when it comes to betting. Making sure that you subscribe to my channel, hit notification bells on, hit thumbs up. Any questions or concerns, leave a comment down below. If there's anything else that you want me to cover, let me know down below in the description, down below in the comments. I'll cover that for you as best as possible. If you're new here, don't get overwhelmed with this because it's a learning process, right? You don't learn how to bet overnight or learn looking at the lines and the charts and looking at the plus 4.5. What is that? The spread, right? You don't even know what that is. So basically what it is, the team has to win within 4 points. And the team has to keep the game within 4 points. So if the other team wins, but they keep it within 3, you win. If they keep it within 4, you win. If they lose by 5, you lose. But if they win, you win because they cover the spread and they win, you win. So keep in mind, the spread is a pretty cool way to bet too as well. And like I said, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And if you're not using Outlier, my affiliate link is going to be down below in the description.